We have the power to create the next generation as women. If you are looking to get married, do not settle for the girlfriend title. Don't do it. I'd rather keep it real with ya. This is why I do not believe in girlfriend and boyfriend, especially if you are looking for marriage. Now, if you are young and you're not sure what you want out of a relationship, then by all means, you can have a boyfriend, that is fine. But I'm speaking to my ladies in their 20s who are looking for a long-term committed relationship and is looking to get married. We cannot still be settling for the girlfriend title. And I believe claiming the girlfriend title and you know you want to get married is settling. That is why I believe in casual dating before marriage. Now, casual dating is not anything sexual. It is strictly getting to know somebody and going on dates, so dinners, anything that is social and you can get to know somebody. Because of course you want to get to know the man that you are going to marry. So I recommend having a roster and seeing which guy fits your list and your criteria for the man that you want to marry. Because if you're anything like me and you are very picky and have high standards, settling for the girlfriend title isn't going to do it, and it is wasting time, and it only really benefits the man because majority of the time he is getting all of the benefits without putting a ring on it. And we have to be smarter. I know a lot of ladies that watch me are looking for marriage, so I'm going to show you guys how to be more strategic and smarter. Because I made a mistake thinking that okay, if I'm going to marry somebody, he has to be my boyfriend first. And that is a lie. Sometimes society likes to think oh, let him be your boyfriend first, let him be your boyfriend first. And honestly, that's not my style and that's not gonna work for me, because if a man is getting wifey things out of you and you guys are only girlfriend and boyfriend, he is going to loaf and he is not going to put a ring on it. He is gonna be loafing around, or it's going to take him some time to do so. So I always recommend keeping it brief and not giving away too much of yourself and your energy, especially in the talking phase and the dating phase. Because I know a lot of women be talking to a guy and they will be doing girlfriend things. And I'm just no. And their talking stage would last 6 months, a year, 2 years even. And I'm just no. Men are natural chasers. So if you make it easy for them to get you, they are not going to put in the effort. And you are going to feel does he really like me or does he not? That is why I recommend do not give away yourself. It's just basic psychology. When you give somebody too much too soon, they're going to feel like they don't have to work for anything, because they already have it. They're already getting it without putting in the effort. So remove and limit access to yourself. And when you are getting to know a guy and when you're in the dating phase, try to limit any sexual activity. I know it's going to be hard, but try to limit it. No sexual activity. No. That is off limits. I know in this age it's hard. We all have desires, but try to limit it. Try to not even mention that. If the conversation comes up, remove yourself or don't even respond, because that is going to weigh out anybody who is not actually serious with you and is trying to use you slowly and only for your body. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason why we make a lot of excuses for men's red flags and we don't leave them is, number 1, we've already caught feelings, or number 2, we are sleeping with them, so it's harder for us to actually detach from that because we've built an emotional bond and a sexual bond with somebody. So when they have red flags, it's going to be hard for us to see. That's just the reality. So in order to have discernment and choose the right person, limit that sexual energy, put it into something else. Put it into painting, put it into, work, etc. But try to limit that completely if you can. And that will benefit you so much. Another thing too is that I'm not really a religious person, but I can appreciate and understand why in a lot of religions, having a girlfriend and having a boyfriend is considered a sin and is considered wrong, because legally you cannot benefit from that, but marriage you can. So I can get that aspect, and it actually makes a lot of sense, because if you are looking for marriage and that's your end goal, it makes sense to not just get that title, because what if something happens? He breaks up with you, he leaves you, like there is no way that you can be recompensated for your energy and your time. But with marriage, you can. So let's be smarter, because if we're just casually dating, you can just casually remove your energy and there's no consequences. There's no issue with that because it's just casual. So it's so much better for your mental health and just your overall well-being, because you can still get that sense of connection without, feeling like you're obligated to cater to this person and put your needs for this person with being a girlfriend and a boyfriend. And I have seen a lot of women that have been with their boyfriends for 2 years, 5 years, even 10 plus years, and they yearn for marriage, but their boyfriends never propose, and they're hoping for him to propose, but the time never comes. Sometimes, or majority of the time, they would bring the idea of marriage to him, and even if he does propose, majority of the time it was never his initial idea, because you had to plant the seed of marriage to him. So in order for it to be genuine, the men on your roster want the same thing, which is marriage. So in my previous videos, I always talk about knowing your self-worth and knowing your morals and what you tolerate and what you do not tolerate in a relationship. That still stands. And I believe that you guys should have morals and standards when it comes to dating, so you know exactly what you want. And I feel like that's a no-brainer. So with that being said, always know your worth. If you know deep down in your core that this person is not valuing you and he does not, or they do not see your worth, then by all means, you need to make that conscious decision to cut the cords and cut them off. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, and I want you guys to live a fulfilled life. Yeah, hello. So that is why I always stress knowing your worth, adding some tax, and don't let nobody play in your face, especially a man. Okay? Because I do not want to see any of my girlies on here doing wifey things for your boyfriend, because there is a price to pay. Those things are valuable. So do not give away your energy for free. There has to be an exchange. And that is just the laws of the universe. There has to be an equal give and take always. And that's rule number 1 before any of these tips apply. Because ultimately, we have the power to continue a man's bloodline. We have the power to create the next generation as women. So we need to take that seriously, because that is a privilege that we get, and that is our power and our blessing. That's one of the powerful blessings that we get as women, because that is our future, that is our children, and that is our next generation. I love you guys. If you guys like videos like this, please let me know in the comments. I'll make more videos about relationship, dating, men, etc. You name it. Thank you guys so much for the support. This was definitely a quick and brief and to the point video, but I hope you guys liked it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for constantly supporting me. Bye.